Hello everyone, happy Saturday. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're not gonna do a PR unboxing this weekend because if you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably already know. So every week isn't like a huge PR week. So they're a little bit smaller sometimes. So one of you guys came up with a really good idea of doing them every other week. And then the Saturdays that we don't do it, I do videos of get ready with me's trying out the products, which I thought was a great idea. So, and a lot of you guys, like, I think it was like 80-something% that voted yes to doing it this way. So that way we can make the PR unboxings a little bit bigger and you get quicker reviews and videos of me testing out the products and showing them. So I actually like to test out a lot of these just like on my own every day. So a lot of the products I'm gonna be showing here are ones that I've already been using so I can talk to you guys about them, how I've been liking them, all that stuff. So let's just go ahead and get into it. By the way, like I said, we're having like a serious purple moment here. I found a lavender Stanley cup. I talked about this on Instagram. I went on a hunt with the Target and oh my god, so I was able to get a white one and a lavender one, but I really want the peach tie-dye one. I want that one so bad. Anyways, let me know if you guys have fallen into the Stanley cup hole like I have fallen in. We're gonna go in with some skincare. So this is the Tatcha the Silk Serum. This is kind of like their version of a retinol, but it doesn't have that vitamin A in it, so you can use it every day. So I use this morning and night. I really, really like it. I've been using it for a while now. I've been really, really enjoying it. It's not breaking me out at all, which is great, and it makes my skin feel amazing. Okay, so now that I have that serum on, I go in with a moisturizer. I'm living with this purple right now. This is the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream Dewy Moisturizer. This stuff is so good, you guys. I love the way that this makes my skin feel. I've been using it for a while now underneath my makeup and it's been amazing. I would be careful if you are oily. If you are oily, I would actually recommend this one more a nighttime moisturizer for you. But since I am more on the drier side as I'm getting older, it works great for me as a morning and night moisturizer. Love it, not breaking me out, which, oh my god, I have one product that broke me out so bad. I gotta talk about that one in a future video. Okay, so for an eye cream that I've been using and testing out is from U Beauty. This is the Return Eye Concentrate. This one is so stinking good, you guys. I love this. I use this every night and every morning. I feel like it's really helped my little fine lines underneath my eyes, and it honestly just like smooths them out too, to where I think it goes beautifully underneath makeup. Okay, so next up we have a primer here, and this is from RMS Beauty. This is the Re-Evolve Radiance Locking Primer. This stuff is very moisturizing and it gives your skin a beautiful, beautiful finish, which I really, really like. I mean, look at that. Look at that glow that it gives me. Another primer that I've been using is the Strawberry BHA Pore-Smooth Blur Drops from Glow Recipe. I'm actually going to layer this one a little bit. I'm gonna put it on the places where I have more pores. This primer does a really good job at bringing in some glow, but I need a little bit more of a blur in the areas where I have bigger pores. So I like to go in with the Glow Recipe. So I've been using both of these. Love them. I both think that they're amazing. If you are looking for a good, just like glowy primer underneath your makeup, definitely check out the RMS Beauty one. I also really love the packaging. It's awesome. And then if you're looking for a good blurring primer that's not giving you that like silicone feel and does a really good job at blurring out your pores and just creating a really good base for your makeup, I would check out the Glow Recipe one. So these I've both been loving and using. For the last item that I'm going to use to really prep my skin before makeup is a gloss right here. This is from Girlactik. This stuff is amazing. I really like this. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't say it, but it looks like this right here. But it's really, really pretty and gives your lips a really pretty glossy finish and just kind of hydrates them. So I'm going to have this on while I do my makeup. There we go. Now we're gonna go into foundation. So this is one that I have talked a lot about, and I get a lot of questions asked whenever I do a get ready with me over on Instagram or TikTok. This is from Chantecaille. This is their Future Skin foundation. They also have a compact that I really love. Honestly, I think I might like the compact even more, a little bit more than this one, because that one is so lightweight on the skin and it like blurs everything out. It is stunning. This one looks gorgeous on the skin as well. It just has a little bit more coverage to it, and for me, for an everyday, I really don't need that much coverage, and I like my skin to feel a little bit lighter. But if I'm going out at night and I want a little bit more fuller coverage, I use this one. And again, this one is really good for all like skin types. Like if you have mature skin, you definitely need to check out Chantecaille because it doesn't settle until any fine lines or wrinkles. It gives the skin a really glowy finish and it looks stunning. It's so pretty. So definitely check this one out. The shade that I am using right now is going to be shade Nude. So this is how much I've used of it already. Love this stuff. It's so good. And then I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics brush right here. This is the best brush, hands down. And I'm just going to blend this into the skin. As you guys know, I don't self-tan my face because it tends to break me out for some reason on my face. And then also I'm always washing it and using serums and stuff, so it just wear off way too fast. So I just get a foundation that will match my self-tan. Another great thing about this foundation is that it's very buildable as well. I also have that other foundation, the YSL stick one, and I can't find it anywhere, you guys. I really wanted to use it too in this video. I just think that maybe Kinsley came in here and grabbed it and like took it and put it somewhere. So I gotta go check her toy box in her room. Now what I do is I take a little bit of product on my beauty blender and I'll take it and I'll just press this over everything just to give me a little bit more coverage. And I love the finish that a beauty blender gives to foundation. I feel like it gives a really pretty finish, and it helps kind of push the foundation into the skin too, which I think is great. Just gives you that like flawless finish. Okay, so here is the foundation on my skin. You can see it just gives a really pretty glowy finish to it, and it's like nice and light. Like it doesn't get thick. It's got good coverage. It's got good glow. I love it. Now we're gonna go into a bronzer. So I've been using this bronzing stick from Cosmetics. It's in the shade Terra. The stuff is so good. I love it. I have like, the only thing I ever used from Cosmetics in the past was their eyeliner, which is so freaking amazing. And they just sent me a bunch of stuff and I have been so in love with their products. I've been using it like every single day since I got it, you guys. Like it's awesome. So this is what the contour stick looks like right here. You guys can get a closer look and it's the perfect shade. I love this. Get this to focus on here and not my face, but yes, awesome. Boop, boop. Then what I do is I take my Fenty Beauty brush right here, which is a little bit more dense and it's a nice angle one. It's really good to do blend out your cream contour with. So I just blend that out and you can just see, look at that shade. It's perfect. I love it. Oh, this stuff is beautiful and it blends out so nicely too. And then what I sometimes do if I need to do a little bit more blending, I will take a beauty sponge in there and I'll press everything into the skin nicely. And then by the way, I always do my contour, like a cream contour, liquid contour first before I even go in with my concealer, because I use my concealer to clean everything up. It works great. So I do the concealer and then I go in with like a blush. So the concealer that I've been loving, I don't have any new concealers to try out, but this is the one that has been my fave. I love Hourglass. This is in the shade Grwm, and then I also use Oat sometimes, but I'm gonna use Creme today. I just place this in her corners, and then I use this to kind of lift up the eye too. Go down the nose, center of the face. Boom. Now with this, I use a beauty blender to blend it out, and that just like really brightens up the skin, and then it also helps clean up any concealer too, or any of the contour. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into a cream blush. For this video, I'm gonna use this Cosmetics one. This is in Baby. This is such a beautiful, beautiful pink, you guys. Like, let me just put this on my hand so you guys can see. It's like a really pretty petal pink. Like, baby is like the perfect name for it, to be honest. Honestly, this would be really pretty as a lip color too. But what I do with this one is I actually like to take a more dense brush right here, and I like to take it from the product here rather than put it on my skin because I don't want it to move anything around. So I just press it into the skin. And you see how pretty that is? Like, this is gonna be such a beautiful shade for the springtime, which we're getting to the spring. Spring, I think what? It comes after like March 21st. I always remember it came after like my anniversary. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Let me know in the comments down below what day is spring. But M Cosmetics cream blushes have such a beautiful pigmentation to them, and they blend out so nicely on the skin. I definitely want to try out more. So pretty. I want to see what other colors they have. Just take my beauty blender and I blend everything and like push it in. So we're actually going to try out a new setting powder. I might have tried this out in the past. I'm not sure, but this is from CIATE London. It's the Extraordinary Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm just going to press this into the skin. I'm gonna really focus it underneath my eye where I did the concealer. This definitely mattifies your skin. And then I'm just gonna I'm gonna really press it into the areas where I get oily, which is also in my T-zone. I'm gonna press it in here, and then I'm gonna do a light dusting over the rest of my face. That did a really good job at setting my skin. I really like that. And it doesn't look like it's like, cause you know how it's white, it doesn't look like super powdery or anything. It just looks like it just mattified everything, which was great because I need that. Otherwise I can get combination. Like I have like combination skin where it could be dry, but then also throughout the day I can get pretty oily in my little T-zone. So that's why I always have to make sure I also powder. So that's great. So now we're gonna go in with some powder. So even though I do like a cream, like bronzer and blush and stuff, I always like to go in with a little bit of powder too, just to get more longevity with everything. So I'm gonna go in with the Sigma Beauty bronzer. I have a code with them. I think it's 10% off with Madison Miller. This is in the shade Light. It's a really, really pretty bronzer. And I just do a light dusting of this. For my blush that I'm going to kind of top it over is with the RMS Beauty blush, and this is in French Rosé. This is their REDIMENSION HYDRA powder blush. I think this is one of their newer products. It is so, so pretty. So you guys can just see how cool it is too. I love the way that they formed it on the inside, like that geometric shade. It's really, really cool. So I'm just going to press this onto the skin, and this one gives the skin a really pretty glow, and I think it goes really well with that shade Baby from M Cosmetics. This is why I really love this foundation, is even though we set it with the translucent setting powder, it still has such a beautiful, beautiful glow to the skin. It's gorgeous, you guys. I just love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do some eyeshadow real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do just like my everyday shadow if I am doing some. And I have been using this M Cosmetics palette so much, you guys. This thing is the best like everyday eyeshadow palette that you can definitely vamp up for the nighttime, which is amazing. I love how small and condensed it is. Great for travel, fits in your makeup bag well, easy to store. Love that. So, and plus her packaging is so cool looking too. The palette name is called Divine Skies, and you guys can just see how this is totally my palette. Like just the neutrals, I just love it so much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go in with a fluffy blending brush. This is from Laura Lee, by the way. You guys have got to get these eye brushes. They are so soft and they blend out shadow like a dream. They are so freaking good. So I'm actually gonna go into this shade right here. This is it Sculpt? I don't know, I can't really tell. It might be Sculpt. It's a great transition shade. I love it. This is like my go-to one. If I'm using any other palette too, I'll come in here and just grab this and put this in the crease. So I'm just gonna blend this out into the crease. By the way, I literally just came from a lash appointment, so my lashes just got filled. So they tend to thin out pretty quickly, so they'll look a little bit more, they're always way more fuller right when I get them filled. And then literally after a couple days, they're not as intense. Next up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is called Masterpiece, I believe, and it's a really pretty champagne shade. It's got some shimmer in it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous all over the lid. By the way, I have always kind of had these, but I have kind of like wrinkly eyelids. I've talked about this years ago on my channel. So the best way to do it, like if you do have like a little bit more wrinkle there or whatever, and like the matte shades tend to sit into those creases so easily, so you tend to want to go and gravitate more to like a shimmer. I think those sit really pretty on the lids. So I'm going to take this flat brush right here from Laura Lee's, and I'm just going to press this onto the lid and then kind of blend it up. But you can just see how pretty that is. I just do a light wash of the color there, and it's so stunning. And this is like such an easy look too. I'm a mom of 2 little ones. I don't have time to do my makeup. Even if Ross and I are going on a date night, like I'm having to rush anyways if I'm having a sitter come over, because I'm like, okay, I gotta rush, gotta get ready, gotta get the girls down, because I like to get them down before I leave. So it's like, no matter what, it's just, you just don't have that much time. So I've learned how to really cut down on my makeup time, you guys. Before, it would take me, I would like give myself 2 hours to get ready before I would even leave. Like now I look at that and I'm like, what? Oh, that was such a luxury that I didn't know I had. So if you don't have kids, trust me, like, and you say you don't have time, no, like you learn that you really don't have time once you have kids. You have all the time in the world if you don't have kids. I'm gonna go back into that same crease shade, and I'm just going to blend this back in there like so. But God, you see how pretty that look is? Like I'm telling you, you guys need this palette. It's so good. I mean, Michelle does an amazing job with everything that she does. I love her, and she's like the most kindest and sweetest person alive. And she's got the best team around her too. Now I'm just gonna go with the clean blending brush, and I'm gonna really just do windshield wiper motions in there. Well, that's a term from old age YouTube, windshield wiper motions. Who coined that term? Was it Jaclyn Hill? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below who coined, like who started that. But anyways, see, super fast and it looks good. I love it. The next step that I do sometimes is I will go into my concealer. This is from Glow Skin Beauty. It's the best concealer to have. I use it for so many different things. I use it to give me some extra coverage if I need to cover a blemish. I use it to help carve out my brows. I use it to clean up my eyeliner, and then also to clean up my eyeshadow. When I'm not doing an eyeliner, I still love to clean up these edges, and it makes my eyeliner just look a little bit like my eyeshadow to look like it did more to it, you know? I just feel like it brings it to that next level. And I just blend out with my beauty sponge right there. Boom, eyes are done. If I was going out, I would go in to this shade right here, which is a deeper brown, and I would deepen up the crease, and then I would also add in a wing where I would go in and use like that liner from Benefit one that I love. I would add in that wing, and that would kind of take it to the next level if I'm going out and I want like a more bolder look. But this is what I would do for like every day. Okay, so next up we're gonna finish up with lips, and here's a lip liner from M Cosmetics. Again, super pretty. This one is in the shade Kitten, and these are pigmented. They glide on. You guys can just see here. This one is just a really pretty warm nude shade. Okay, so now we're gonna top it off with a lip color, and this one I have been in love with. Honestly, there's not a product from BUXOM Cosmetics that I do not like. I love their lipsticks. I love their liquid lipsticks. I love their lip glosses. They're amazing. I have one of the lip glosses in my purse at all times because I need to have it when I'm out and about, and it is beautiful. I forgot the shade name. I need to hunt it down, and I will show it to you guys on Instagram, because that's one that you need to like literally add to your cart and like get immediately. It is so freaking good. Another one that I recently discovered that I've been using nonstop has been their full-on plumping lip matte. So this is kind of like their liquid lipstick. It's like more moussey, but it's not drying. And it's in the shade Dolly. So they have Dolly in like multiple different versions, like, you know, their lip glosses and everything. This is their full-on plumping lip matte in Dolly. So I will link this one down below, but it is so good. I just love the formula because it's a nice moussey formula. And look at that color. Oh, the color is perfect. It glides right on. It's not drying on your lips. It's like kind of gives you like a cream finish, to be honest. I think it's that moussey formula that makes it more hydrating, it feels like. And again, the color is just perfect. I need to go get this in a full size because I know I'm gonna use this up so fast, but this is like Madison's go-to color right here. All right, so here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Turned out really pretty, but I will have everything that I used with the shade names and any discount codes that I have linked down below, so check out the description box. I put everything there to make it easy for you guys to get a closer look at it all. Give the video a thumbs up if you really like this whole idea of doing the testing out products every other Saturday, so that way we can have bigger PR hauls every other weekend. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I love you all, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.